Alright, good morning from hopefully a sunny Florida today. We'll see. Let's just dive right into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review all of the ongoing refactor work that I've been doing on this system here that I coded. As you know, if you've interacted with this channel before, it's hooked up to Discord, YouTube, Twitch, stuff like that. You get an avatar for participating in the chat, and I also use it to actually stream my streams. That's how I share my camera, that's how I share my desktop, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I've just been doing a major focus on optimization, getting it to run smoothly. I'm going to experiment with trying to move the streams to early mornings as opposed to late at night. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's get to it. The YouTube chat is active, so you can test that out as I'm going through reviewing the work that I've done over the past couple of days. Hey Carl Lover, good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Hi.
That reminds me, I do have a little bug to fix here. Appreciate the like. How's your JavaScript journey going? Like, okay, that's good. Have you got a project that you're working on yet? Like a pet project?
Me.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I recently made a project, but by seeing a tutorial, lol.
That's still good. What was the tutorial on? You can find all sorts of cool tutorials.
Netflix clone.
Oh wow. Right on. Did I have you messing around with like Next.js or anything? I think I see the issue why we're getting a duplication of first chat here. So you said, not added interactivity, just styling and design layout. I'm curious to why that didn't get through our filters here. Let's take a quick look at that. And cheers for the additional like, folks. That helps us out substantially. If you can subscribe, it also helps as well. However, I already know you're a subscriber, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate you testing the system as well, because it helps me fine-tune it. Yeah, no worries. Have a great day, have a great night.
Okay, bye. I gotta go.
Alright, see you later.
One new subscriber.
Kind of fun to do a renderer based on the spirit of pre-canvas, where we render all these tiles, these essentially images, and just absolute position them. We get to create our own little isometric graphical renderer. Oops. Bloody ants in Florida, no joke, they get in everywhere. Okay, let's carry on here, I was getting distracted. Easy to do. Ooh, only got a few events left to pull out of this, that's brilliant. How many we got? 8. So doing a refactor, we're splitting up this giant class. The project I'm coding is what you see on your screen. It's controlled by live chat, and there's a lot of stuff buried in it. Very happy we're getting to the end of this. What we'll do is we'll pull this out first. Just go ahead, refactor it. And keep an eye on time. I do have a day job that'll be starting soon, but it's always a good idea to get on. We'll expose this. Okay, where do we want to pass that into our application layer? Coding out Florida today, but that might not be the case in a month from now. Likely be in Scotland, so quite excited about that. It's good our viewers are recovering a little bit. I got a content ID strike when I did a WebRTC test at a concert. For like a week afterwards, got punished for it. It's okay, live and learn. Definitely want to reorganize the user interface once we get done with this refactor.
One new subscriber.
So we're gonna have to get like a bot programmed, post Discord links and stuff. That'd be good. Ooh. That was a handle on that. Storing that as an array? I think so. 8. Huh. How is it moving on? Alright, we'll switch this over to an array then. I think that's going to make more sense. Easier to manipulate it. And, once we get through this chunk, I think we might be able to literally complete this refactor. There was only 8 events left. Everything's been moved out to populators, functional components in React, all populated by mostly WebSockets. There's a couple of GET requests, but not, like, I could count in one hand how many there are there. Well, there's hundreds of WebSocket events. It's programmed a little bit differently than one would typically build a website. I think that's pretty easy to see when you actually interact with it and see it in use. Like, the first question I usually get when people come in here is like, what are you coding? Like, you're speaking to me on the thing that I'm coding, and that's how you're seeing my camera on my screen as well. It's all done from my own little platform here. Let's see how many times this is called. 5 times. Classmates. Interesting. Right now, pop that here. By getting rid of the class-based components, we don't have to reference this. We don't have to use arrow functions. It's quite nice. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to pull out the rest of the stuff, almost. What we'll do is there's just any method using this now, save to move it. That's going to give us this big connected hunk of beef we can pull out. Oh, let's have to pull a catalog registry. Yeah. Well, once we get out of this class component, it'll be easier to move it to another populator in the future anyway. I think we'll save the TTS stuff to last. It's kind of the biggest feature, the most important one. I think what temporarily will pop out some of the state, well, then it might end up coming back and destroying it, seeing if we can refactor it out. For anyone watching this stream, what are you working on? What are you coding? Appreciate additional like. As you see, registers.
You're
all in the
amazing.
system.
4 likes now. Let's keep pushing Kynto to the front.
Phone call in the morning, that's not good. That's about it. Let's keep an eye on time here. We have work to do. What we're relying on here. The size of this provider is quite chunky, isn't it? The chat one's just as big. It's just the cost of building a big aggressive web app. Let's see, what do we call this? Okay. Let's use this as a temporary. So you have to come back and pull all this out.
Yo, bro.
Yo, what's going on? Can you message me? I'm on camera right now. Okay, let's get that moved over. Make it easy one. Oh, said easy, but this actually wraps up TTS. So what we'll do, we'll actually make this trigger an event. It shouldn't be directly referencing methods. As you can see, when you directly reference methods in your modules, makes it harder to refactor them. So we have a decision if we refactor it right now or what. Let's see. This is a speak event. We could do it right now. I already have an event fired up. Oh, snakes. Okay. Now it's much easier to refactor. Just been changing it around so we're no longer directly invoking that. We're using my event bus. Way cleaner. So let's pull that out. Now we can grab it. A nice camera coming tomorrow. So my next, not the stream tonight, I will do one tonight, but my next stream tomorrow should have a better camera. It's pretty cool. Let's make sure we're passing in avatars to our populator here. Whoa. Funny, as soon as I start coding, the body temperature goes up bloody 10 degrees. It's pretty intense. Let's wire up our event. And then, of course, disabling it if this is unmounted. Now we can go back to a component that we're breaking apart and get rid of it completely. Bam. In. By the time we're done with this refactor here, all we'll have is TTS related logic, And then I'll just come back in here, grab all that, break it out. And only thing I'm not too sure on some of this logic, like what's going on here. It's like it's not used, so we can just delete it. Mounted as a chunky little one. Anything else that we can pull out before we get into that? Logged in event. Disconnected event could go as well. Alright, so we've got a couple here. Start with disconnected. Hey Taiwo, have I seen you around here before? I think I might have.
Taiwo, yes you have.
Awesome. How are you doing? I knew the name looked familiar. I'm just getting on for a wee bit. I have to go back to work soon, or start work at least. I'm not looking forward to it because my local environment's all broken. It's a nightmare. Almost done with this giant refactor. At least the main class component here. Let's go get rid of this. That's awesome. Yeah. Not sure why I didn't read out your message there, so I appreciate you getting on here and helping me test it. Because every message that doesn't come through gives me an opportunity to figure out why. Yeah, so I'm trying to stream early in the morning where I'm at. So some nights I get on and start, streaming at 3 in the morning, and I work the next day. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it more sustainable. I have a new camera coming. I'm really excited about that. It's time for a quick reload. As you can see though, we only have 7 more events to get rid of here, so I'm pumped. Like 6, because one of them I forgot to delete. Perfect. Basically, almost completed a incremental refactor here, which I'm quite happy with. And, we're able to delete this completely. Let's give it a reload. Still working. So fast. Oh, that's my work alarm going off. I better go turn it off. Bloody hell.
Have you worked on Next.js? Trying to implement Sklead with Next.js.
Two seconds here.
As the police got through Cushman and Sinner's phones, they uncovered the other thing.
I use an old school alarm to wake up because I could sleep through anything when I don't want to sleep. SQLite, yes, absolutely. Can I ask what you're building? Because I had some questions recently, like why I don't use Next.js on my project here. And I do use it myself, but this one doesn't have that many backend requests. It's mainly WebSocket driven. But you should be able to just pull in a package to manipulate SQLite though. I do recommend, I'm not sure where you're deploying your project, but using Docker containers can be incredibly helpful as far as starting up database instances and making those available.
Yeah, working on AI football predictions, so I need to store games in a database.
That makes sense. If you're going to be storing, have you considered also using MongoDB? Either way, you need a database. Hey Dylan, good to see you, buddy. Hope everything's going well on your end. I appreciate the additional like there. Thank you for checking in. Let's look at how many changes I actually have to commit here.
Dylan, hello CodeLoch, I can't listen but can watch.
HMN.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid using external database, so I'm
CodeLoch. No problem, just said hello and good to see you and hope all is well.
Interesting, you're using Verso. Ah, I see. That makes sense then. That makes a ton of sense actually. Because then you don't even need to bother with a Docker container to
Face
test it
red
locally.
smiling live. Elbow cough.
AI Cloud. Might have to click around on Verso.
Why is it duping?
Huh. It's only doing that for the first time someone talks, and it shouldn't be doing that. It's because I actually fixed a bug. It resulted in this one being exposed. I forgot you can't hear me.
Liquid Thor said, explain the React renderer in full detail, or swim in still water.
Oh, now it's okay.
Hey Franco, welcome.
Face purple crying.
Liquid 4, have I seen you around before? I'm mainly using React for my user interface, like it wraps all my WebRTC logic. This is all rendered in a Canvas and WebGL, although it would be a fun little project to actually render the tiles and avatars in React. We could do that with absolute positioning.
Hello
And
tailored Momo.
And CSS animations. That's originally, when I first started coding, this art is from that project when I was a kid. That's how I had to do it before Canvas. Just absolute positioning, image elements. There was no CSS animations though, it's just cleaning them with JavaScript. But yeah.
Oh, is that a new map?
Yeah, so there's a ton of maps actually. My local host is out of date. Type out.
Good, and you, social dist.
Alright, so the duplicate is coming through here.
Cool.
Yeah, this will solve duplicates for new live chatters who just spawn their avatar, essentially. This logic gets triggered if you're coming in from
Need
Kick
to go
Discord or
real
whatever.
quick.
And it was essentially running twice, so we'll just terminate it, and then the next time the loop picks it up, this will be ignored, and that'll run everything else. So that fixes that. Let's go ahead and commit that, and trigger a build pipeline. We got a lot of changes to commit. I should probably focus on that. Probably give another 15 minutes or so here. I appreciate the likes and stuff, that helps the channel. Right project, here we go. We want to fire off a new build, super easy to do. This will go ahead and take my server changes, deploy them, and get them up on my staging server and into Amazon. So next restart, that bug will be resolved. So next stream we won't have that issue. I'm kind of tempted just to commit all these this incremental refactor I've been doing, blowing up that giant React class. We broke up into populators. A lot of the logic was taken out of the quote-unquote view layer completely, which made more sense. As you can see here. Let's just start staging them. World's quickest PR review. What's going on in here? I see. Utilities. We'll leave that out for now. So you can see we cut this React class down from 1800 lines to 654, and we're basically going until it's completely all done. So right now the main thing that's left is all the TTS stuff, text to speech. I have to get that out, and I have a whole new system I built for that, which is way more flexible. So I'm excited for that. We moved all the window layers out of that class component as well, and it just sits in this giant UI.js. It'll work for now. What do we have in here? I'm just going to include it because this is annoying me. It's all our WebRTC logic, which I coded outside of React to make it just easier to move around in the future. Are these all? No, that's not our stage changes yet. This is incomplete. We'll ignore that. I think that's mainly everything here. That's super relevant. We'll circle back and look at our chat provider because of the TTS work that's ongoing. But look at this, that's 13 stage changes. So it's going to be a fat update. Let's go ahead and just fire this out now. Let's do it. my goal is, like, when I do an incremental refactor, is to not introduce regressions and not lose features. So that's why I literally do it method by method, function to function, and test it all along the way until we get what we want done. Okay, so our server's rebuilt. We can rebuild a React layer without reloading anything. So let's go ahead and do that. See a bunch of changes. Build 481. Let's click into it. A lot of stuff going out. And then we'll quickly test it. Appreciate the additional likes as well. And the subscriptions. Give this a wee second. Oh, we're a failure.
Can you add names for pre-configured characters like wardrobe bicker?
Oh, like to copy someone else's clothing?
To grab the work laptop, but I want to see this build go
That'd
through
be
first.
cool also.
Looks like it's building okay. Let that go on.
One new subscriber.
Look around the UI and just ensure it's all snappy.
I have a question. Do you hear the music also? I have earphones on, or do only we hear it?
Yes, I do hear it. I have it. It actually helps me not hear my air conditioner. You find it annoying? Yeah, I essentially hear the exact same stuff you hear. Minus my voice, because that's really distracting. It's like a delay, like half a second or something, it makes me like trip over my words.
Oh.
It's knocked out in the park for likes for this little stream today.
Does translate work upside down face?
Not yet. It works inside of Kynto, but not from chat. I need to get that done. Because that was really cool.
Oh. Do you want to guess what I'm saying in Afrikaans?
Give it a go, Dylan. We'll see. Oh, that's funny. I don't even think the AI mod let it through. I think you said coder in there. Does DIS mean this? Something work as a coder or in code. That's my guess. This is weird because when I see it, I feel like some of the words kind of make you kind of expect to know what they mean, but don't. Alright, grabbing the work laptop, see if I'm getting anything from there. So
You
this
can
is my
translate it if you want to with gtranslate or sold I type it.
Yeah, we could. I'll type it in Kynto. That's my actual day job. Because this giant MacBook. I'd rather be doing this all day, but Alright, let's copy the translation. Since you're a mod, I'll trust you. Let's give it to our translate bot.
Translate says, I am crazy about your channel and it's always nice to see you work and code.
Awesome. If that was anything close to what it's supposed to say, that was really nicely done. Thank you. Yeah, we need to get that translate command wired up. How close was the translation? But yeah, this is us up with our little incremental refactor here. I don't see any issues. It's working smoothly.
S asterisk asterisk on.
Alright, let me unban the word POT. That's funny. So to do that, I just connect my MongoDB instance, and then I'll do this off screen just because like it's a bad words list, and YouTube will even like give you trouble if you show a bad word. Right, this should be safe. So if I want to remove a bad word from a bad word filter, just type it in here, delete it, and now you can say spot on without any issues. That easy. But you see how like just using the chat like helps me like fine tune everything, get it all sorted out, get it all working properly. So at my day job, I'm a Vue 3 developer currently, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have to do that's like there's a service called Solar, S-O-L-R. It's not very fun. Apache Solar. Anyway, my Solar server's broken, so I have to go figure out what's going on there. I guess I'll wind this down. Dylan, it was great to see you here. And Taiwo. Okay. I always struggle pronouncing names.
What is a Vue 3 dev?
So, Vue 3 is another JS library that's kind of similar to React. It's just another reactive JavaScript library for composing UIs. So like I'm currently working on like a pizza builder for bikes essentially. And yeah, that's just what works used there. What's funny is when I started the job there, I'd never worked with Vue in a day of my life, but it's a perfect example of if you know one thing, you'll figure out another.
Cool.
So this is Vue 3, but I use React at Kynto. They are both very similar though. Alright, that's me going to shut it down from here. Appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you later. Getting a new camera in tomorrow, so very, very excited about that. And I hope everyone has a great day, night, and afternoon. Alright. Catch you later. And as usual, I'll show you how I stop a stream. It's all through Kynto.
What do you code on when you are at work?
I use Visual Studio Code, so it's literally very similar to how you see me code here. I'll just hold that up, but that's the work computer. So my coding setup looks very similar. This is my work though. This is what pays the bills. All right. Okay, so to shut the stream down, come over here. The first thing I do is disconnect the YouTube chat. So you're gonna see all the avatars disappear, which is kind of sad when we have a couple people come on, but here we go. Gone. And then I go up here, and then you'll literally hear me stop talking. So this controls OBS, and I can start and stop recordings and start and stop the stream. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Check this out. Right as I'm talking.